Hi Angel, it's so lovely to be here with you. I'm really excited for today's topic. This video is actually a beginner inner work training to master your emotions. We're going to be talking about how to navigate people, life experiences, and awaken emotional intelligence. This video is not about turning off your emotions. Emotions are a beautiful thing, but I want to take you a step closer to raise your consciousness to self-mastery, because when you can learn how to master your emotions, you will never get triggered again. All of my content emphasizes the metaphysics on how things manifest, but in this video I want to get raw and real with you in real time of how your response or your reaction will continue to contribute to whatever manifestation is unfolding in front of you that is triggering you in the first place. If you are new, my name is Karina. I am an inner work coach, and I help women unlock the most abundant versions of themselves by releasing the energetic blocks that are keeping them stuck in a box. How do you know you're in a box? You've reached a cap limit on your income, your business, maybe your relationship or your energy levels. You've tried every strategy. You've purchased everything off of Amazon, and you can't help but feel like you are meant for something more, but you are stuck. You may have lost your spark, or you are heavily embodied in masculine energy, pushing you into survival mode. If your heart feels aligned, my website is linked in the description box, awakenherglow.com. I have a bunch of notes prepared for you, so if you see me looking down, you already know. So what causes us to react, to get triggered? It is always when someone or something is pushing our buttons. When we are perceiving something outside of us that feels like a challenge, feels like a threat, or feels uncomfortable, we are internalizing it and connecting it with a painful memory that is pushing us into the unknown. And the unknown is a scary place for your nervous system and your brain. If you are in an environment or surrounded by people that are constantly triggering you or pushing your buttons, here's the truth. Buttons only work when they are attached. What are they attached to? Past wounds. So let me give you an example. Let's say you have someone in front of you who is challenging you, threatening you, making false statements about who you are, calling you names, criticizing you and your character, painting you out to be someone that you know you are not, pushing every single button. There are two things that will happen in this moment: a conscious response or an unconscious reaction. So let's dive deeper into what the unconscious reaction looks like. The person that will react to this person that is challenging them, threatening them, is doing it from a place of wounds. And those wounds always show up as anger, defensiveness, because in that moment, your logical mind is perceiving the situation at hand and pulling you back to the past. Wounds are always connected when you identify with the past. Anger shows up to protect the broken inner child, always, because anger would rather take form rather than showing vulnerability. When wounds are present, it is easier to fall victim to unconsciousness. The logical mind flies out of the window. You are not the observer. You fall into reaction because the wounds are still connected. In this moment, you've lost. You are not able to be present. You are not able to remain conscious of your frequency and your energy. You are in fight or flight. You've fallen into survival mode. Now let's take a look at the conscious response. This is a person of higher consciousness. This person is able to look at the situation at hand, view the person that is challenging them, and understand that what is being said, what is being vocalized, is simply not true. In fact, it's likely to be self-projection of that person. This person can stay at a conscious level to understand that they are the observer of this experience, because it is the manifestation of whatever has been holding that person's attention and focus for a certain period of time. The manifestation is the external form that has taken place from the force within. A conscious response is presence, not getting lost in the mental noise of the mind trying to pull you back to the past to keep those wounds active. This person does not identify with pain. And because of this person is able to consciously respond to the situation with intention because they understand that their frequency pays the price. What I want you to understand during these times of experiencing contrast, experiencing people or life situations that are triggering you, challenging you, your state of being always pays the price. The minute you fall unconscious and you choose to react, you are lowering your energy, your vibration and frequency to match the frequency of that person. You are unconsciously further feeding it with your energy by choosing to react from the physical realm. Maybe you get angry and you start physically fighting, you get violent, or you start arguing back. You are fully embodied in low vibrational emotion. Feeling anger is natural. Feeling emotion is natural. But when you choose to hang on to it and prolong it, that is a choice. And that might have triggered you just now, but I'm always here to trigger you, babe. I'm here to stretch your rubber band to break the glass ceiling. And here is truth number 2. Everything and everyone is a reflection of you. When you are perceiving that person or that scenario happening that is triggering you, think of it as a mirror. What is this mirror trying to show you? This is your inner work to tune your frequency. Whatever is in that reflection is showing you the wounds that is holding you back. When you are present and in the moment perceiving a triggering situation, pull yourself out of it and become the observer by asking yourself, what is this mirror trying to show me? What wounds are being reflected to me here? What have I been unconsciously, mentally, and emotionally charging? This is not a right away answer. 9 times out of 10, this is something to really internalize and think about, because as within, so without. You are always going to manifest and attract things that are vibrating at a frequency similar to yours. Let me give you an example. Years ago, I was in a relationship that started off lovely, started off nice, and then slowly became very toxic. And I tolerated a lot of manipulation during those times of when my buttons would get pushed and I was triggered. I always fell unconscious. I was always reacting and unconsciously contributing to the frequency and kept manifesting the loop of suffering. I was not able to see the mirror back then, but now I can see it clearly. The mirror was trying to reflect to me past experiences and wounds I was carrying within my frequency that disabled me from being able to place boundaries. These wounds energetically pushed me out of my feminine energy and into masculine energy, causing me to mother my relationship, causing me stress. And the mirror was trying to show me I kept attracting the same type of men that suffered with parent wounds, unworthiness, low vibrational wounds that mirrored my own. This is why hurt people attract hurt people. This is why you see people with similar backgrounds attract one another. They are in relationships with each other. You will always attract what is a match to you. Wounds will always reflect other wounds. And it takes true, deep inner work to look in the mirror, to have the courage to see what it is reflecting to you, to understand what needs work, what needs healing, so you can then carry the proper vibration that allows you to attract the partner you desire, the relationship you desire, the success you desire. Let me turn this down. I feel like it's way too bright. I want to make it very clear. Contrast is absolutely a necessity for us as a species to evolve. When you fall out of alignment and you see life manifesting something in front of you that has you thinking like, what did I do? I am now back in step one. You have to find beauty and peace in that, because it is necessary for you to get clear on your desires, get clear on your own personal growth and journey. You are always attracting things that is meant for you. The mirror is a tool. The mirror is God's way of showing you what needs work, what needs healing, because God knows what it is that you are asking for. So when you fall out of alignment, stop beating yourself up about it. A few quotes that I have written down here. It's easy to feel angry if you are a slave to it. Anger is always going to show up to protect the wounds, because being vulnerable is scary. It is the unknown territory that we fear. So the next time that the mirror is presented to you, ask yourself this: who suffers when I become angry? The price that you pay in your reaction is your frequency. That person is never worth the price of your state of being, your peace of mind. You understand now. Your energy creates your life. This question alone is an invitation to welcome the observer that is always within you. The observer has been with you since you've came to this earth. And as we go throughout life, we learn things, we inherit things, experiences, perspectives. We lose touch with the observer. We fall unconscious, because truth number 3 is in your reaction lies a choice. And trust me, I know this statement in itself is so triggering, because when you are really in the moment, when you are truly angry and you hear this, there's no hearing nothing. You are in fight or flight. You want to throw hands. Trust me, there is a choice that you cannot see because you get lost in the unconscious being. The truth is that there is a little gap that is in between the trigger and your reaction. And I'm going to scientifically explain how you can catch that window to become the observer. This is what I call the 1.5 second rule, because this is what happens in the moment that you are perceiving that threat. In the first 0.3 seconds of you perceiving something that you feel is threatening, whether it's a comment or a tone of voice, the amygdala activates. The body prepares to react before the logical mind can understand what is happening, and an emotional scan happens. In the next 0.4 seconds, signals are sent through your limbic system. It's a system of nerves and networks, and this is when emotional memory kicks in. This is when your mind is taking you back to your past, a past scenario, a past memory or reaction that happened. That is the button, where the button is connected, and it is pushing it as you are perceiving this threat. So when those memories start getting unconsciously surfaced, and you start to feel your blood boil, your logic gets thrown out of the window. In the next 0.8 seconds, I think it is, this is when your prefrontal cortex activates, which is responsible for the decision making, the logic, the emotional regulation. And this is where that neurological window appears. This is that gap I was talking about. In order for you to step through it, step into that window and allow the observer to take over, you have to break the emotional circuit that is taking place in that moment. Now that you are aware of the window, let me show you how to step through it. So in the moment when you are getting triggered, all of your buttons are getting pushed. Number one is you have to make the conscious effort to remind yourself of the window. And you break the emotional circuit by asking yourself these two inner work questions. Is this person worth the price of my frequency? And what response will I be proud of tomorrow? These questions invite an open-ended response so you can step into the observer and not let the unconscious being take control. This process is actually called top-down regulation, and this is how you shift from reaction to response by shifting into higher consciousness. So let me further break down the metaphysics behind the reaction in comparison to the response. The reaction is always associated with lower consciousness. This person who reacts is simply the reactor. They are highly identified and think in terms of the reptilian brain. They are heavily connected to life through their five senses. And the reptilian brain is only associated with things and behaviors for the purpose of self-preservation, identifies with their mind and ego, which pulls them back constantly to their past wounds, which means every single button is activated and able to be pushed. This person of lower consciousness is completely unaware of themselves. They lack self-awareness and the ability to see the mirror. They do not understand that life reflects frequency, and they are completely blocked in their mind and spirit because they are in the unconscious state of being. They are a victim to life. They are a victim to their reality. They have divided consciousness. Their actions, thoughts, and behaviors are never in conscious alignment towards what they desire. Now, in comparison to the response comes from the individual of higher consciousness, and this person is always self-aware. They understand that their frequency, their state of being, is the manifestor of their reality. They are completely aware of the force within creating what the world reflects. And when something has manifested in front of them is unfolding as contrast, or something that is causing them discomfort, or something just that doesn't work out in the way that they want, they understand that there is no point in reacting. There is no point in investing their emotion of low vibration, and instead chooses to make the conscious efforts of shifting their mental attitude. They will gracefully lay in the bed that they've made for themselves because they understand how this game works. This person knows that their frequency is too expensive to go unconscious. Their state of being is absolutely priceless, and this person is not worth the reaction that they are trying to pull out of me. They're also aware of the old frequency, the old state of being that carried those wounds. They no longer identify with them. They understand the mind's tricks and continues to consciously take the actions to push forward to the frequency they desire. And if they fall out of alignment and fall back into step one, they do it with grace, not from a place of anger or frustration, simply as the observer, learning. Because this person will always choose to unite their consciousness, their thoughts, emotions, and actions. This is how the observer navigates the world, by being conscious of the mirror, conscious of old buttons, and deactivates them, being the awareness behind the emotion. Now, this process is easier said than done. This truly takes conscious practice. You're training your mind to master your awareness, to stop letting people have power and control over you, to stop allowing reality to control your life. To wrap up this video, I do want to share a few realizations that has led me to self-mastery and the woman that I am today. And the first one I have written down here is everyone is just repeating broken cycles. Everyone is repeating what they've learned from their parents and on. Majority of the world, majority of people are unconsciously creating their reality. Their mind is cut off, their spirit is cut off, and they are just emotionally reacting to everything, not aware that they are the conscious creators of their life. People are always going to react and are truly doing the best with what they know. And you have to take the normal definition away from what I mean as best to understand this concept, because people are only going to react to life in the ways that they've learned from their parents, in the ways that they've been shown by life experience. And it does not always result in the good of all. People get hurt. And it truly takes wisdom to understand this, to be able to forgive and to not allow people to corrupt your frequency. I've had loved ones look at my content and genuinely not understand anything of what I say and judge me, but it's truly because they don't understand. And that's another thing. If people aren't understanding you, they cannot speak your language, it's because they're not meant to. You're in a completely different frequency, so stop trying to force them to. The next one that led me to self-mastery is, I am the creator of my life. My life truly depends on me. And if you are not happy with your life, move. You're not a mountain. You have power over your life. If you don't like it, you have a choice. You always have a choice. Do not get lost in your reality. Do not get lost in the contrast. Do not allow the contrast to have you sitting here thinking you're stuck, because you're not. Surrender to it and create the way by trusting in God. God is infinite. God is the supply and source. And the minute you surrender is when the creative path gets formed, the path that you could not see unless you surrendered, unless you let go of the judgment and the anger. Only the observer can see the paths that other people can't. And self-mastery shows you those paths that actually quantum leap you. The most important one of all. Your perspective literally holds the key to your life. The lens that you see life through, how you see life to be, the world, what love is, how money is, and what money can do for you, has the power over your life. If you make the conscious efforts to always choose the perspective that will serve you, no matter the circumstances, you will always be the winner in this game of reality. I hope you enjoyed this inner work training. Truly, inner work has changed my life, and it is now why I am the woman that I am today and why I create the content that I do. Okay, my love, if you enjoy inner work, you enjoy a community of sisterhood and evolving together and the possibilities behind masterminding, join my email list that's linked on my website. My abundance course is coming very soon, I promise. I hope you enjoyed this video. I gotta go.